Are you ready? Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to No Bravado Bites. We pick a topic to have a quick discussion about and to see your thoughts are. Welcome, Trisha, Natalie, and Nikki. Hi, ladies.
Hey.
Hey, Tasha, how you doing?
I'm good. Right, what we got to
All
talk
right.
about?
I don't know who. I think. Oh, sorry, babe. What did you say?
Natalie, what have we got to talk about on this one?
I think Nikki. I think your husband posted this one. Let me share my screen. Hang on.
He's been getting very happy with his videos, this one.
We love it.
Yes.
I love it when the guys post as well. And I've been getting a lot of inboxes from guys just basically saying, don't shut us down because you don't agree with what we're saying. It's important that we have a voice, even if you don't agree with what we're saying.
Of course.
So
very true.
It's true. Yeah. I've been getting a lot of inboxes because we have a new member that kind of like a fire starter, but he's kind of calmed down now. He's not been too bad. But he had everybody under siege when he came. And then so everybody was kind of like inboxing me and cussing and inboxing and cussing. And then sorry, I'm just distracted by Natalie's long tissue hanging down. Bless her. Let me just not ad-lib and just get through this so that she could just go and sleep. But yeah, so I had a lot of people cussing because they didn't like what he had to say, but then a lot of males inboxing me saying, listen, you might not agree with what he's saying or what we are saying as a whole, but the whole point of it is that you want to hear our voices. You want to hear what we've got to say.
We're asking
so,
opinion.
Yeah, I'm loving that the guys are like, nah, we want to hear. We want to say what we're saying. Like, you don't have to agree, but don't shut us down either. And I respect that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right. So I think this one was posted by the wonderful DJ Omar. Let's have a look. Can you lot see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, okay. Yes, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, God, this one.
Right.
What's up?
What's up?
I need to talk to you.
What's going on?
Because, I mean, like, we've been together for like 12 years. Why we can't move in together?
Come on.
I'm tired of always having to pull up at your house or you pulling up at my house. This is ridiculous.
Listen, baby.
You got this big ass house.
Me, baby, but listen, you know I'm not in agreement with us moving in together.
Why?
Baby. Come on, because
12
I need
years,
my space, baby.
We should be married by now.
I'm saying, but I need my space though, baby. Come on.
No, what do you mean? What do you need space for?
Why you think us been working out
what do
so
you
long?
Need
Why you think we've been together
so long?
No,
it's not going to be working out.
Why?
It's not going to be working out in a minute.
It's
not going to be working out in a minute.
Come on, you trying to argue?
Because this is ridiculous. What you mean argue for what? I'm not going to be. This is crazy. 12 years is crazy already.
I need my space, love. I need my space.
Oh, well, then you need to be by yourself then.
I'm saying, so why you want to argue about it now? It's been 12 years. Why you want to have
because
argue about
I'm
it now?
Because I'm sick of this. You have not proposed. We have not gotten married. Obviously, you want to be together for the rest of our life, but you got some things you want to do. You want some personal shit.
Listen, we've been working out good. Like, why are you trying to argue me out here? You disturbing my neighbors.
No, you don't want to be loud. I'm not even loud.
I'm saying, but
your voice loud as hell. Bring your voice down.
Your own space for your relationship.
No, that's ridiculous.
All right, we've been doing fine.
Yeah, no.
And all of a sudden today you want to argue
because I've been thinking that you're gonna marry me or something. Every time Valentine's Day or Christmas or my birthday come up, I'm thinking you get a jewelry box. And I'm thinking this don't make no sense. Look at this big nice house. I should be able to move in. We've been together 2 years.
All right. What do you guys think about this?
He's got someone else, mate. He's got to have. He must have. Well, I say that I'm speculating, allegedly, but that's crazy. Yeah. That's crazy. You know, I mean, I do it. Well, I say that. I wasn't married to my daughter's dad, and we were together for about 11, 12 years, but we lived together. You know, we had children and we lived together. I don't think after a certain age I would be with someone for that amount of time and not living with them and not progressed, you know. Because even when I spoke to DJ Omar about it. And I was like, he's rude. I said, she must be the side chick. He must be a woman coming and going and whatever. And he was like, yeah, but maybe that's what they decided on and they set that out in the beginning. And I was like, yeah, but 12 years later,
12 years later,
has evolved and they haven't, moved on, because that's not moving on. How are you spending weekends at your man's house 12 years later? No.
Before I give my opinion, I'll go around the screen. Nat, what do you think?
She said, obviously you want us to be together forever. Well, no, it's not obvious.
It's not obvious.
It's not
obvious at all. And I'd be damned if I stand outside a man's house and be thinking like that. There's only so many times you're going to tell me you don't want to move in with me or you don't want to, and like, you've got to get to the point where you're like, all right, you might just be in different stages. You might be at a certain place in the relationship in your head, and he's in a certain place in the relationship in his head. Wherever it is, you're not in the same place. Your place in the relationship is in his house. His place in the relationship is you out of his house. So you're not aligned either way for whatever reason it is. So that's what you need to really figure out, whether it's worth carrying on. And no, it's not obvious that he wants
exactly.
to be with you forever. If how long did she say? 12 years.
12 years.
Well, then why did you let it get to 12 years? If after 12 years you haven't moved in and you're still there, why you have set it up? He's comfortable, like,
exactly.
If you've let it get to 12 years, at one point you're not stuck there by glue. He's obviously he's not thinking for you like that. You don't live with him, so you're not dependent on a living situation. Get out of there if it's stagnant. If not, then
she was hoping, like she said, innit? I thought maybe my birthday, maybe Valentine's, you'd propose to me. No, he didn't. He really didn't.
And you
I'll do it for you.
I just think to myself, and why are you recording it?
Exactly. Yeah. That's exactly what I said.
And why are you recording it? That's what I would have asked. Yeah.
And then you put it on Instagram.
Everything's for social media now.
Everything is for social media. Yeah. Like, I can't. I just think, oh God. But Bob, he doesn't want to move in with you after 12 years. You've pulled up. You're basically begging him. And why don't you want to? And why? And he's still saying no. So now you're making it like everything is all the balls are in his court. Make some fucking decisions.
Mm-hmm.
Make some decisions. Like, he's the only one that can make decisions. If you don't like the fact that you can't move in with your man after 12 years and you're still moving like you're dating after 12 years, he's still getting to know you after 12 years, keep it fucking pushing.
Yep.
Keep it pushing. I think it's so simple, but I don't know. I think she's just an idiot. Sorry.
She just put herself on blast.
She's an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah, she put herself on blast. You're gonna go on video called. You've been with your boyfriend for 12 years and you don't like the situation. You made the situation. You gave him that choice. You obviously didn't have a conversation a year or two down the line. Things are going nicely. What you would like, what you're expecting. You gave him a bed to lie in, and he was lining it. He's lining it very nicely. He ain't even giving you a key. You
in that big house about you need space. The house big stuff.
You understand it? You can't. Right. You can't even say you got a key where you can come and go. The house is so big you might never see each other if you don't really want to see each other. If you want to sleep in a different bed, you're a side chick. Yeah, I think she's a side chick. He's got, what have you been doing for 12 years? Did you meet him in the house, or did he get it? Did he get it while you two were together? Why did you put yourself in that position, to make someone believe that you are okay with being where you are? Because as far as he's concerned, before you pulled up at the house, he was okay. He thought you was okay with it. He's sitting there laughing. So whatever he was doing, he can continue to do, because now you're trying to find a spanner in the works. You want more. Why wouldn't you want him more 5 years ago, 10 years ago?
He's comfortable.
Exactly.
Whether he's got a side chick, whether she's a side chick, even if he doesn't have another woman, he's comfortable with how it is.
That's
How
what
it is.
And that's it.
I'm saying.
And she is not enough for him to.
Right.
She doesn't cause enough emotion in him for him to want to change that.
Exactly.
So
And another thing, don't make a man tell you, whether a man tells you verbally or how in his actions that this is all he wants from you. Don't make him have to tell you twice. He's shown you in 12 years where you stand in his life. You need to make a decision as to where you stand in where you want him to stand in your life. And if after 12 years you still don't get the message, you're an idiot.
She's begging.
Exactly.
How long do you think you should be in a relationship with somebody before it starts to progress into moving in, or
I think it's relative to the relationship.
Yeah.
I do think and all relationships are different, but I do think in any relationship though, a dozen years is a stretch. You're taking the piss.
A dozen years.
So I know all relationships are different, and you can't really put time frames on them.
It's true.
It's true though. I mean, come on.
That's a big chunk of my life.
Yeah, that's a whole decade and a bit. Just like that, because you want your space. You're not living in a bedsit, mate. You're living in a fucking big house. Get the fuck out of here.
I think I really thought about this. This is why I wanted to talk to you guys about it, because at the age that I'm at now, and I've been single, you guys know I've been single for a while. And then I'm like, if I met somebody, would I be able to live with them now? Or would I? Do you understand what I mean? Like, it's a big thing. So you're set in your ways. Let me finish, y'all. You're set in your ways. And I don't know, like, it's traditional. Like, society says that you should get married, and that after a certain amount of time, you should be moving in, and this is how the relationship progresses. But if you've got your space and I've got my space and we're happy, what's the problem? Why do we have to move in?
We're happy.
If you're happy
with it, then cool.
Yeah.
I've got a friend.
She's probably not happy because people are saying shit like 12 years and you ain't got that 12 years and you ain't moved in yet. 12 years and do you understand what I'm saying? But is the relationship bad because they've not moved in together?
No, it doesn't, because I know someone. I've got a friend. She was with a guy. She's not with him anymore, but they were together for about 10, 11 years, and they never lived together. And they both said, even if they get married, they're not living together, because they're at that age where, like you said, Trish, they were set in their ways. They were happy with their own spaces. They spent a lot of time together, at each other's places, but they didn't live together. They had each other's place. They had keys to each other's places and all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they didn't live together. So if you're happy with it, then cool. That's fine. That's not a problem. But like you said, probably her friends are probably making a little dig and probably saying this, that, and the other. But then if she is happy with it, she will tell her friends to mind your business, because it's my thing, and that's what I'm doing. So that's that. But she's obviously not happy with it to be filming him and to be putting him on Instagram.
No. And it sounds like they've had the conversation before, though, because like
lots of times. Yeah, that's what he said. Oh man,
But you know where she went wrong? Why I think he's being cautious. She started off with, look at this big ass house. Now this is his house that he's worked hard for, and you're focused on my big ass house. So then when we bust up now, you're gonna want to take half of my big ass house. No. Probably doesn't trust her enough.
Not even why haven't you moved in with me, or why haven't we moved in with each other? Do you understand? But as you said,
I want to move into your big ass house.
Yeah, she's concentrating on what he's got rather. Where is she living? Where's her digs at? As American will say, where you living? If you're not. What's that?
Natalie said 12 years a slave.
She don't have no key. So she don't have no key. So if she can only go there when he's there. If he ain't there, you ain't there. So that's not for me personally. That is not. It wouldn't sit right with me. Put it. Everyone is different, but it wouldn't sit right with me. I would say 2 years max, depending on how things are going. If you're showing me that, if you're going the right direction, and have not update, but checking with each other, make sure everything, you for me personally, it's a case of setting your expectations. Would you want to live with each other? Who, if things worked out, if you're living very far apart, how would it work? Would you want to rent at both places and buy something together? Or would you want to move in with me and rent at your place? What about? So there's a lot of things that come with it. But if you're willing to sit there for 12 whole years and have not a key to the door, continue
not even a key.
Not even a key. You haven't got nothing. The key ain't there. You're not there. So whoever is in your ears, because I think that's what maybe what it is it goes in your ears. Oh, I won't be having that. I'll be mad by. I'll be demanding a key. No, you thought a promise is a comfort to a fool. Yeah, so stay being a fool.
And I think
you say a promise, he ain't even promised her shit.
No, sorry. Let me retract that. Her assuming that, when Christmas or birthday or
birthday
comes up, an assumption. You assumed wrong, because evidently it's taken you 12 years to assume. It's taken you 12 years. You ain't to assume you ain't getting shit. That's what the only thing you can come to conclusion about.
You are right,
and the
though.
thing is,
Expectations should be kind of set out from the beginning.
Yeah.
I read somewhere that someone was saying that basically the same sort of thing that I was saying, but she was like, I got married, but we've got separate rooms. And I think that we live in the same house, but sometimes, like, needing your own space, if you're one of these people that need your own space, I mean, I'm trying to choose my words carefully, but I'm like, there's some things that happen to a female during certain times that I don't want no one to see. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or I don't know. Like, I know people that have said that they're in relationships and they won't fart in front of their partner. Like,
no, sorry.
Who's holding farts for a lifetime?
Listen,
you know what I mean?
No. Well, I mean, when you say there's certain things that happen to a female and whatever, let me tell you something, yeah? I push out 2 pickney out of my crutches for my husband, not for my husband.
Push that, no one's not seen that.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. I'm just in response to what you're saying. He's seen me give birth to his 2 children and all that. Ain't nothing happening that he ain't seeing. Nothing in this whole body. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Personally, that's what I'm saying. But like we were saying in our previous bites about feeling safe and being able to be you.
Good point.
That's what you've got to do. That is, to me, that is what a marriage is. I'm safe. If I'm bleeding, if I'm sweating, if I'm having a menopausal breakdown, it's what he has to deal with, is what he has to see. And he has to be not part of it, but kind of understand it. Do you know what I mean? So,
and I think that people, I'm not going to say rare, because there's a lot of good men out there, but I think there are also a lot of men that are quite fickle.
Yeah.
So, that put me off of her. Stupid little things.
Yeah.
Put me off.
Yeah.
Put me off.
Yeah.
And me, I said that, but little things put me off. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I understand him basically saying, I want my space. I like my space. It keeps it fresh. We don't have no issues. Go in your yard when you're getting on my nerves, and I'll go on mine. But I don't know. I don't know. Because at first, I always thought I'd want to be in a relationship, and after 2 years, you move in together, or 3 years, or whatever the case may be, you should be looking at some sort of engagement or marriage. But who says so? Society. Who says?
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. You're right.
But
You have to just do what makes you happy. But you guys are right also. She ain't happy.
She's
so
not.
she shouldn't be there then if
Yeah.
you're not happy. But
Yeah.
I guess for me, I'm manifesting my romantic partner, but I need to be very clear about what it is that I want. So I guess this is why I'm asking the questions, because do you want to move in with a man or not?
Yeah.
But would I want to be 12 years later,
No.
8, 10, 12 years later in the same sort of position, no progression?
Yeah. But then
Probably
I
not.
just think, and I also think that things have to evolve organically. Do you know what I'm saying? When I met my husband, when I met my husband, I would never have thought that this is where we would be 20 years later. I didn't even think I'd know him 20 years later, if I'm honest with you. I had, do you know what I'm saying? I had no intentions of going into a long-term relationship again. Not again, but at that time. At that time, that wasn't my thing. Like we were dating, we were seeing each other, and it grew and grew and grew and grew. And here we are 21 years later. Do you know what I'm saying? House, kids, whatever, marriage, whatever. So I think we can always say we can lay our expectations. My expectation with him was just be straight. That's all I want. Don't lie. That was my expectation. Don't lie and don't take me for an idiot. That was my expectation. There was nothing else. Obviously, after year 1, it grew. Year 2, it grew. By year 5, we were married. By the time we were together for 5 years, we were married. By the time we were married 2 years, so 7 years later, we'd had our first child. A year and a half later, we had our other child. Do you know what I mean? So if it evolves organically, then cool. And obviously, throughout that time, we had discussions about where we were going and what we were doing and maybe what our next steps are and what our goals for each other is.
Yeah.
Right.
But like I said, when I first met him in that party all them years ago, did I think it would get here? No, I didn't.
No, you didn't.
No.
But the thing about it is
with that,
go on, sorry.
Finish up, round up, because
no.
I'm looking at Natalie looks how I feel. Seriously, I just want to wrap it up so she could go and take 2 Nurofen and go to her bed. Bless you. Thank you so much for showing up, babe.
No, it's all right.
Because you're not well. You're not well. You can see it. Yeah. Bless your cotton. So what was you going to say quickly? Let's wrap it up.
I'm good. It's not going to be short, so I'm good. Yeah.
All right. So with that said, people, I don't know. Just don't be 12 years a slave, I guess.
Don't date someone for a dozen years. And,
a whole
ask
dozen.
them to change on the 10th year. They're not going to.
It's true.
Sorry, Nat, what did you say?
Don't be with someone for a dozen years and then ask them to change on the dozenth year.
On the dozenth.
Don't be
you're still stupid even when you're sick. I can't. Good night.
And she sounds like an adult, so I don't understand what's going on. But yeah.
Oh, bless you. All right, we'll get some rest, sugar.
Yeah, you too.
Hope you feel better soon.
Yeah, thanks, ladies.
And, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure to catch up with you lot. And hopefully we'll all be about for our live at the last Tuesday of the month at 8 o'clock. We had a good live the other day. It was actually really good. Me, Gary, and one of our MB members jumped on. She was hilarious. But yeah.
Lovely.
We'll catch up. Always a pleasure. Love you guys.
Bye.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.